Danny Nagy here. I asked Chat-GPT to give me a 30-minute long guitar exercise routine. Let's see what it came up with. Start by playing a simple chromatic scale up and down the neck of the guitar to get your fingers moving and the blood flowing. Interesting, like an exercise. Okay, so it doesn't say where to start the chromatic scale, how to play it, with what finger should I play it with, how to pick it. So I'm just gonna play what it says. Okay, chromatic scale. I'm just gonna play it one way. One thing to note, it did not tell me to use a metronome. So there's no timing, there's no rhythm examples there or whatnot, which I would probably specify. Okay, so I'm gonna keep playing this. Chromatic exercise. Sounds pretty cool to me. There are other ways that I could play it. I could think playing it like this. So basically, I go down twice and then move up a major third from the starting note here, so boom, 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 boom. And then from here I move up a major third, which is technically a minor second from the last note. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, chromatic exercise. Yeah. Okay, next, basic chord shapes, such as D, G, and C, to loosen up your fingers. Well, what I would do is I would play actually closed triads all over the guitar to practice these chords. For instance, C, and then G. D, And then you can do it open too, so like. For instance, and then you play these. Here comes the second segment of this exercise routine, the finger independence. Play through a series of finger independence exercises such as the spider exercise, where you play each finger individually on each fret of each string, moving up and down the neck. Sounds like that chromatic exercise before, if I were to dissect what this means. Use a metronome. First time it talks about metronome. Use a metronome to keep time and increase speed gradually as you improve. Okay, if I were to dissect, play each finger individually on each fret of each string. It could mean this. And then the other string. But that's not what I will do. Here's a strategy that I will do during the second segment of this independence exercise. I will assign each finger a fret here, and of course that could be moved around, so 1, 2, 3, 4 can be here, 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 wherever. And then start with a nice slow tempo. And you can choose the way you pick it. So it can be all downstrokes, upstrokes, up and down, whatever. I would dissect it, do downstrokes and then upstrokes and up and down strokes. For example. Now all upstrokes. Okay, up and down strokes. You can mix it up. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 4, 1, 2, 3. You can reverse it. And you can also play any of these combinations. So pick 3, 4, 1, 2. Four, 3, 1, 2. 4, 2, 3, 1. There are a lot of different ways to play this. One of my favorite exercises, though, is this. It's pretty simple. So it's 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2. And basically you can play that 2 times, 3 times per string and go up and down. And you can even move the pinky down 1 fret, or you can move these. Same way playing it, but a bit of a stretch. One of my other favorite exercises is to play the same thing but you keep it ringing. Alright, here are a couple of other favorite exercises of mine that I like playing every day. Here's another one. The third segment that Chat-GPT recommended was scales. Playing scales, starting with the major scale in all keys, then moving on to the minor scale. Use alternate picking and vary the rhythm to make the exercise more interesting and challenging. Okay, so it didn't talk about metronome or anything. No position, nothing on where to start and things like that. So this really didn't give me an idea of where to start it, how fast to play it. You know, there's no metronome, so I guess it's up to me. I pick a note and I play all the modes from that note, and I play the scale 5 to 10 times after each other. So now I'm not gonna do that to save time, but here is more or less the idea. That's all of the modes. And in the scales one, I would probably play all the pentatonic scales. Here comes the fourth segment of this exercise routine by ChatGPT. Arpeggios, 5 minutes. Play through arpeggios of the major and minor chords in all keys. Use alternate picking and vary the rhythm as you did with the scales. interesting. Again, no metronome, no tempo, no where, no how. One way I could think of playing these would be as a 3-octave arpeggio. For instance, but again, it didn't say, so it could be as easy as, so like arpeggio could mean just play the chord. And again, since it wasn't specified how to play it, I have to find my own strategy, because it could mean just to simply play it. And that was G. That was A. C. Or C here. Or C here. But one way of playing it would be to play it 3-octave. That's one way. But one cool way would be to practice things that you would play in your solos. So, for instance, I have this awesome way of playing a major 7 chord. With a 2 note, 1 note, 2 note, 1 note, 2 note, 1. So that's pretty cool. So the arpeggio segment would be 5 minutes long, and it did not say in what way to play them, where to play them, how to play them. It didn't give me a strategy. So if you don't have strategies, then you're kind of lost. You know, you have to come up with a strategy, because with this, it just says play through arpeggios of the major and minor chords in all keys. So I could just play it like this. Which is a way of doing it. But you could do this. Which is pretty cool too. Anyway, that was the 4th segment. Here is the 5th segment of this routine. Finish by playing a slow and relaxing song or chord progression to cool down your fingers and bring your heart back to normal. Wow, that sounds like an exercise routine at the gym. Your heart rate back to normal. Beautiful. Chord progression, okay. Relaxed. Cool. And then there's another little segment. It says, remember to take breaks as needed and stay hydrated during your practice session. Consistency is key, so try to practice for at least 30 days every day to improve your guitar playing skills. Okay, not bad. So here are some of my thoughts of this routine that Chat-GPT wrote. I fed it, please give me 30 minutes of exercise routine on the guitar. So it gave me 5 segments: warm up, finger independent scale, arpeggio, cool down. They weren't bad, but they lacked some more in-depth guidance on where, how, what to do and things like that. In my practice routine, I will definitely break everything down and use a metronome. Metronome will be my best friend. Metronome is my best friend. And basically I would have a technical segment where I would work on left hand, right hand. I would work on each individual technique, let's say hammer on, pull off, legato. I would work on slide. I would work on upwards picking, downwards picking, up and down, economy picking, tapping. Everything I would break down into segments. But then again, if I'm doing that, that's going to be more than 30 minutes, you know. And chords, I think it's necessary. It's very important to play triads all over the guitar. It's very important to play triads all over the guitar. So triads are very important to play on the guitar, you know, all the inversions, open, close position, same thing with the fourth chords, triads and jazz chords, you know. And to sum it up, it's not a bad routine. It gives you a really good start, but without strategies that you have previously prepared, it's not going to work as well because it doesn't give you that in-depth detail. You know, warm up, finger independent scales, arpeggios, cool down, it's fine. But I would dissect each technical ability. I would work on left hand, right hand, different techniques, up picking only down, downstrokes, upstrokes, up and down, economy picking, sweep picking, chicken picking, tapping. I would practice, you know, legato, hammer on, pull off, slide, all these individual. I will have a list of technical abilities to break down to practice. That's already more than 30 minutes, you know. So I will have technical, I will have chords, vocabulary, scales, different ways of playing the scales, arpeggios. I would practice soloing, improvisation, practicing songs, practicing recording. So like you come up with a riff, you start recording over just metronome. Metronome need to be your best friend, and that's one part of it. But you know, you have to practice to be a musician, and that's out there with other musicians, because it's one thing being good in your bedroom and being good while you're practicing, but you have to be able to apply that in the real world. And yeah, that's where you marry the two. That's just my thoughts. Take care and see you in the next video. Bye bye.